Hey guys, this is Gene at DNS Bait. This report is current as of Friday the 26th here. Definitely had an abrupt cool down here the last 24 hours. We had that 75 degree weather here, or 70 degree weather earlier in the week. Water temperatures, which were in the low 50s, warmed up a little bit to the mid 50s, maybe even a little above that. I'm sure they're cooling back down again. I would imagine with the weather we've had this morning, they were in the very low 50s. Supposed to stay cool all weekend, so they should drop below 50, I would imagine, soon. Up here on Lake Mendota, there is a little bit of pike action. Guys are taking some suckers, dragging them along the weed edges out of Governor's Island, Fox Bluff, and over off of Bishop's Bay in that area, and getting an occasional pike. I've heard the fish in the mid 30s, upper 30s, but I haven't heard a whole lot more than that. As far as the bass action goes, it's on the lake. It was shallow water, Maple Bluff and North Shore, but this cooler water I'm sure has changed that. I haven't talked to anybody in the last couple of days, so I'm just envisioning that has changed that pretty good. Over on Lake Monona, the muskie fishermen are having some luck on suckers and big plastics like the bulldogs or the big joes and little joes, that kind of stuff. Over on the Obrick side of the lake, Obrick to the Yahara River, I've heard a couple of fish there in the last week. And then also over on the west side of the lake, over by Olin Park and Law Park, there's been a little bit of action over in that area. Also, some guys have been reporting perch on Lake Monona, both shallow and deep. Some on the weed edge over by Olin Park, Turtle Point, that area, and some out in deeper water, out in that 25 and 30 feet of water in those same areas, and over by Hudson Park and to the north of the rock pile at Squaw Bay. Some shore fishermen reporting a little bit of success on crappies. I forgot to mention up on the north end of Mendota, over in the river by Naughty Gal, off the piers or in that area. They've been getting some nice crappies. And over off the wall in the morning, the convention center, in the morning, been getting a few nice crappies there. And I've also heard some crappies from shore over on Lake Waubesa, down by the Babcock Park, down by the locks in that area there. They've been getting some nice crappies in there. A little bit of muskie action reported on Waubesa, no specifics, but some walleyes. They're still getting some walleyes off some of the steeper breaks on Waubesa, over by Rockford Heights, over by the Bible Camp, also over out in front of Christie's Bar out there on some of the steeper breaks there. There's been some walleye action there, just jigging with minnows. And then Lake Kegonsa, I've heard a few white bass and some crappies out in deeper water suspended out there, and a little bit of walleye action, although I don't have my fingers on anything specific. There's a handful of locals down there fishing, and they are having some success. Otherwise, the guys are running up to Lake Wisconsin, and they're fishing walleyes up there. They've been fishing over by the railroad trestle, and I talked to Ron Bearfield, said he's been running up in the river and having some success up above the lake with walleyes up in there too at times. The bass, he said, slowed right down in the river, but the walleyes have still been biting a bit. Other than that, I don't have a whole lot more to offer, so if you guys have anything you'd like to share, you can call me here at the store, 608-241-4225, or you can, if you're on the road and need a report, you can use the phone line, 608-244-3474. That spells Big Fish. We'll talk to you guys later, and looks like if this weather holds, we're going to be heading towards fishing season here in the next month, 6 weeks or so. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Thanks. Bye.